Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Okay, we're going to have a little smooshy wooshy with our Distress Oxides and do a nice background. Just want to show you how I've done this. So I've gone for Wilted Violet and Villinous Potion, and I'm on my glass mat. So I'm sort of going like this, if you can see, like the light mountains, like that. Okay, like that. And then the Villinous Potion on top, which is a darker one. So it's sort of given a darker effect at the top there. And then I'm going to spray with water, like that. And then I'm going to leave the top of this white, so I'm only going to do sort of the half of it there, so it lands about there, like that. Okay, so when I take it off, as you can see, it's all smooshy at the bottom. I'll just wipe that off now, nice and dry. And then whilst it's drying like that, I'm just going to put it down on the dry glass mat, and I'm going to press like that to the side and lift. And I'll do that again. Secret is not to have too much water on. And if you can see, it gives some effects like that. And on the other side, like that as well. So we're sort of lifting from the side, and can you see it's sort of giving you an effect of sort of trees in the background and a bit of a landscape there. If I just pop a little bit of water on there, I'm just going to sort of stretch it across there and take that across like that, and then dab it, because that's sort of like a hill, isn't it, at the side. So just keep doing it until you get it exactly as you want it. Spray a little bit there, a little bit on there. I'm going to just take it in there and drag that along. So that's like another hillside, isn't it? With the effects in the background. You know, just keep playing until you've got it how you want it. You can put more down and add to it if you like. Let's do it, and I'll show you what I mean. So we'll just add a bit of water to that, and just sort of in this corner here, we're just gonna put it down like that. Take it across. There we go. Take that across there. Take that excess water off there. Make sure this is really dry, and then drag it across. And can you see, it just gives you that corner there. And just keep playing like that with it until you've got exactly the outlines you want. It's you know, it's really good to just play around with it, because you can get some amazing backgrounds doing this. See? So that's sort of giving it a landscape, hasn't it? Like that. And, you know, have it up just as high as you want it. But this is all I wanted. I only wanted to do half of it. And that is exactly what I did on this one. And as you can see, it's sort of smooshed up here, but it's given a bit of a landscape here, and which is good. Let me just add a bit of water to that. So I just want to sort of spread that bit out there. because I want this as a hill coming down. I don't want anything over that. So that's light in there, like that. There we are. And what I can do then is I can get my my wilted violet, pop a little bit down, just a little drop of water, and I can go in and I can accentuate where that hill is there, like that. That's a rubbish brush, isn't it? Okay. So get some water on it. Back into the ink. And just take that hill up there like that. And on this side, just going to, it's really good to make your own backgrounds. And it just gives that effect of a bit of a mountain or a hillside here. You see, just in the background here. You know, really enjoy your painting. At the end of the day, it's just a piece of card. This is Watercolour, which I got from Pink Frog, and it's really good. I got the A3 pack. I'll put a link for it, but it is really good. So sort of a bit of a rough look to it, then blend it in. Can you see that now? It's lovely, isn't it? Well, I think it's lovely. Now I'm going to get some dusty concord, because I'm staying with the purples today. And I'm going to get a little circle for a moon up here. I'm just going to get my brush. A little bit of paper. We need a bit of paper. I just buy copy paper from the, you know, printer paper from the supermarket, and it's it acts as a good barrier underneath. You don't have to use good card. Hate to see good card used. There we are. So I'm just going to bring that in from the top, just a little bit in sort of a sky, so a bit of a pinky sky coming down to those hills there. And just with the edge of my brush, I'm going to get some of that Villinous potion and just go out like that. So it's a bit dark around it, like that. Can you see? Then I must brush some of that off and go back to my dusty concord. And do a bit of pink in the sky there. So that's done that. Then I'm going to get my tumble glass and my blue brush. Get my blue, and I just want to add a little bit of blue in there. And what a background we've got here, eh? Just to play around with. So as you can see, that's quite a sky, isn't it? And with my finger dauber, I've still got a little bit of ink on my my mylar here. I'm just going to take that off, and I'm just going to go around that moon in the sky, just round that side, a little bit round there, just to take off the flatness of it. Can you see? Lovely, lovely, lovely. So how about that for a background? Right, well, let's get on with doing some stamping. I want some trees on here. Give it a lovely woodland look at the back. With our lovely, that's my blue. That's my purple. See, I've got my purple on the top, so I know which it goes with. And just wipe my fingers off. Then I'll get my stamping platform. I'm so glad you're all enjoying these demos and a little bit of inspiration and fun and something new to do. You know, it's good, isn't it? So I've got the stag, and I just want to place him here before I put the trees on, so to know where I want the trees. Because this, you know, the stag is up in the mountains there, like that. And I'm going to use my pretty colour inside inks. They're quite lush, these. They're very inky, from Stamps by Me. So you can see, can't you? They are quite lush. Lovely. One more. I mean, this is watercolour paper, so it is slightly textured. I'll just press down well. So there he is, can you see? He's looking out across the mountains. And we'll get some... these pretty colour insides are water reactive too. So you just spray, once you've done your stamp, just spray it with water and look, it comes out beautiful and clean. Put it back in his little bag. I'll put it over there for now. And I thought I'd use the, what they call, the small pine trees, sort of for in the distance. And just before I get that tree down, I'm just going to use my pastel. They're the Toison d'Or extra soft pastels. And I just want to go around the edge of the moon with that, just to give a haze around, like that. So it gives a haze across. Right, and I'm going to have that first tree going up there, like that. But I don't want it to touch here, so I'm just going to get a little strip of paper. Just going to pop that there, like that. Don't want that to move, so let's pop that over there. So that there, like that. And again, I'm going to use the indigo. Bit further down, missed a bit, like that. So that's behind that hill there. I'm going to replace it with one next to it. Just pop that there. It doesn't have to be exact, it doesn't matter, but that one's got to go there, just a little bit shorter. behind that hill there as well. And then we're going to do some over here. But what I will want to do is I want to leave enough room for a sentiment here. So what I think I might do is put the sentiment on first. Oh, getting tongue-tied, aren't I? And this is a very old set I have from Stamps by Me from about 3 or 4 Christmases ago. But it's got some nice sentiments inside. So it says, sending love to you and your family, which I think is nice. Just on there. So any sentiment you've got that you want on, you know, just or you don't have to put a sentiment on if you don't want, just keep it. You know, you don't have to make cards, remember. You can do what's known as making toppers, and so you can mat and layer them. Just put them to one side for when you do actually need a card, and so that you're not storing cards all the time. So that's a thought for you. Some people say, oh, I seem to have boxfuls and boxfuls of cards. Well, you don't need to do that. You know, just do your toppers, and you'll be fine with those. I'm going to use the smaller one here. That's the tall one. I'm going to use this sort of medium one here that I would like in there. So again, I'll just in fact I'll put them up here first, some up here first. Like that. You know, the lines down here is a little bit like the Northern Lights, isn't it? That's turned out really well. I'm going to put that back down and do the tree trunk a bit further down. Yeah, there we are. Then move that up a little bit. There. I love an arty look to these things, do you? You know, so you can do your nice cards and your pretty cards, but sometimes there's something a little bit arty. Just has that little something about it. So I'm going down a little bit smaller now. By the way, if you're wondering about those papers I use, the Enchanted Forest papers, they're available out of the bundle now, just on their own. So if you go on, I'll leave a link for them. So I thought maybe some here now, some trees here, especially at the side. Let's move that one. Get one of the small ones here. And we'll have that here. It's becoming quite a scene, isn't it? just do one at the side there. Just a little bit further down. Just there behind. Can you see? Looks lovely, doesn't it? Very nice. So that's our image for it, with just smooshing your inks, filling in your sky, and then doing a bit of stamping. I'll just show you this with this ink. Just spray water over it, give it a wash, and there it is gone. Nice and clean. Easy as that. Okay. That one we did before is drying now as well, so that can be all sort of coloured in with inks, and your inks, whatever colour you're working with, and it'll be nice. It's nice. I'll just clean these out a second before it sinks in. I like to keep my stamps nice and clean. See? All nice and clean. Okay. I want to stick this on a card now. But first, I might splash a bit of snow on and do a bit of glitter on here. Just a little bit of glitter. Not a lot. Just where the snow is set on the trees. I'm going to use my Signal Uniball. So there's a little bit of snow on those trees. You don't even have to have this as a Christmas card, you know, it'd be lovely for a winter birthday, wouldn't it? Like that. And just a little bit of glitter. Just along those hills. But I'm not using a really silvery glitter because of the purple on it. It's just want it nice as it is. So what I'm going to use, I'm just going to use Crystallina. This is the Crystallina, which you've seen me use before. So it's more like ice than anything. Can you see that? See that glittering? It's lovely, isn't it? On the Crafty Army with Carley that I do a bit of admin work in there, we're doing Christmas card swaps in there, which is nice at Christmas if you like to swap with and we're doing ATC swaps in there if you like to do ATC swaps. We do them in there every month. I'll leave a link to the group, but it is nice. I'm just going to go around his antlers here. So a bit in the trees and a bit on his antlers, so it's the ice, isn't it? Purple ice. Lovely. So let me just brush that glitter off there and into my bin. And what I've got is I've got an 8x8 card, and I've got some glitter card here, which is a sort of a purpley blue, and a holographic as well to go on there. So I'll stick those down. I've already stamped inside. This is double-sided glitter I got off, I think it was DRK Crafts. They've had quite a few sales on lately, and picked up a few things. I think my glue pot needs refilling. Getting low. I got this holographic from DRK as well. Oops. Just make sure that's on properly. And then that will go on top there like that. So I'll glue that on as well. So, you know, purple isn't something you'd think to do for Christmas, is it? But how lovely is that? Let me turn that through to there and rub it. Like that. That sentiment in there is a cardio one. May your Christmas be filled with love, joy and laughter. So it's cardio. Oh, don't look at me using the corner of my jumper. It's an old jumper. I can only tell myself off, can't I? So there we have that. It's beautiful, isn't it? So I just want to do a little sprinkle of white on there. Not a lot. Just a little, not a lot. Okay. Now, obviously we don't want to get it on the blue, so I've got lots of cut-offs of white card, loads of cut-offs. This is where your extra cut-offs come in handy. So you just put that over, because it covers it, like that. And it doesn't go where you don't want it to go, like that. So at least your card's all settled and on, and you can just leave it to dry then. So I'm going to use my bleed proof white, my Luma, my Dial-A-Rownie. Just put a little bit on the side there, and add a little bit of water. A little bit. Oh, sorry. It's because I'm stood up. Sit down, Caroline. So just add a little bit of water, and then just a sprinkle like that. So it's not too heavy. Sort of a light snow that you get. You know, you get the fine snow and not big heavy flakes. clean that up. Squeaky, squeaky. And there we have it. I'll just get my black card now. Put that underneath. And there you can see it. How lovely is that? Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, give us a thumbs up. Feel free to share. And thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.